Furthermore, Elihu answered and said, Hear my words, O you wise men, and give ear to me, you that have knowledge. For the ear tries words, as the mouth tastes meat. Let us choose to us judgment. Let us know among ourselves what is good. For Job has said, I am righteous, and God has taken away my judgment. Should I lie against my right? My wound is incurable without transgression. What man is like Job, who drinks up scorning like water, who goes in company with the workers of iniquity, and walks with wicked men? For he has said, It profits a man nothing that he should delight himself with God. Therefore hearken to me, you men of understanding. Far be it from God, that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty, that he should commit iniquity. For the work of man will he render to him, and cause every man to find according to his ways. Yea, surely God will not do wickedly, neither will the Almighty pervert judgment. Who has given him a charge over the earth, or who has disposed the whole world? If he set his heart upon man, if he gather to himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh will perish together, and man will turn again to dust. If now you have understanding, hear this, hearken to the voice of my words. Will even he that hates right govern? And will you condemn him that is most just? Is it fit to say to a king, You are wicked, and to princes, You are ungodly? How much less to him that accepts not the persons of princes, nor regards the rich more than the poor? For they all are the work of his hands. In a moment they will die, and the people will be troubled at midnight and pass away, and the mighty will be taken away without hand. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he sees all his goings. There is no darkness, nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. For he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with God. He will break in pieces mighty men without number, and set others in their stead. Therefore he knows their works, and he overturns them in the night, so that they are destroyed. He strikes them as wicked men in the open sight of others, because they turned back from him, and would not consider any of his ways, so that they cause the cry of the poor to come to him, and he hears the cry of the afflicted. When he gives quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hides his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation, or against a man only. That the hypocrite reign not, lest the people be ensnared. Surely it is meet to be said to God, I have borne chastisement, I will not offend any more. That what I see not teach me. If I have done iniquity, I will do no more. Should it be according to your mind, he will recompense it, whether you refuse or whether you choose, and not I. Therefore speak what you know. Let men of understanding tell me, and let a wise man hearken to me. Job has spoken without knowledge, and his words were without wisdom. My desire is that Job may be tried to the end because of his answers for wicked men, for he adds rebellion to his sin. He claps his hands among us, and multiplies his words against God. Elihu spoke moreover, and said, Do you think this to be right, that you said, My righteousness is more than God's? For you said, What advantage will it be to you, and what profit will I have, if I be cleansed of my sin? I will answer you, and your companions with you. Look to the heavens, and see, and behold the clouds that are higher than you. If you sin, what do you do against him? Or if your transgressions be multiplied, what do you do to him? If you be righteous, what do you give to him? Or what does he receive of your hand? Your wickedness may hurt a man as you are, and your righteousness may profit the Son of Man. By reason of the multitude of oppressions, they make the oppressed to cry. They cry out by reason of the arm of the mighty. But none says, Where is God my Maker, who gives songs in the night, who teaches us more than the beasts of the earth? and makes us wiser than the fowls of heaven. There they cry, but none gives answer, because of the pride of evil men. Surely God will not hear vanity, neither will the Almighty regard it. Although you say you will not see him, yet judgment is before him. Therefore trust in him. But now, because it is not so, he has visited in his anger, yet he knows it not in great extremity. Therefore does Job open his mouth in vain. He multiplies his words without knowledge. Elihu also proceeded and said, Suffer me a little, and I will show you that I have yet to speak on God's behalf. I will fetch my knowledge from afar, and will ascribe righteousness to my Maker. For truly my words will not be false. He that is perfect in knowledge is with you. Behold, God is mighty, and despises not any. He is mighty in strength and wisdom. He preserves not the life of the wicked, but gives right to the poor. He withdraws not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne. Yea, he does establish them forever, and they are exalted. And if they be bound in fetters, and be held in cords of affliction, then he shows them their work, and their transgressions that they have exceeded. He opens also their ear to discipline, and commands that they return from iniquity. If they obey and serve him, they will spend their days in prosperity, and their years in pleasures. But if they obey not, they will perish by the sword, and they will die without knowledge. But the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath. They cry not when he binds them. They die in youth, and their life is among the unclean. He delivers the poor in his affliction, and opens their ears in oppression. Even so he would have removed you out of the strait into a broad place, where there is no straightness, and that which should be set on your table should be full of fatness. But you have fulfilled the judgment of the wicked. Judgment and justice take hold on you, because there is wrath. Beware lest he take you away with his stroke. Then a great ransom cannot deliver you. Will he esteem your riches? No, not gold, nor all the forces of strength. Desire not the night, when people are cut off in their place. Take heed, regard not iniquity, for this have you chosen rather than affliction. Behold, God exalts by his power. Who teaches like him? Who has enjoined him in his way? Or who can say, You have wrought iniquity? Remember that you magnify his work, that men behold. Every man may see it. Man may behold it afar off. Behold, God is great, and we know him not, neither can the number of his years be searched out. For he makes small the drops of water. They pour down rain according to the vapor thereof, that the clouds do drop and distill upon man abundantly. Also can any understand the spreadings of the clouds, or the noise of his tabernacle? Behold, he spreads his light upon it, and covers the bottom of the sea. For by them he judges the people. He gives meat in abundance. With clouds he covers the light, and commands it not to shine by the cloud that comes between. The noise thereof shows concerning it, the cattle also concerning the vapor. At this also my heart trembles, and is moved out of his place. Hear attentively the noise of his voice, and the sound that goes out of his mouth. He directs it under the whole heaven, and is lightning to the ends of the earth. After it a voice roars. He thunders with the voice of his excellency, and he will not stay them when his voice is heard. God thunders marvelously with his voice. Great things he does, that we cannot comprehend. For he says to the snow, Be on the earth, likewise to the small rain, and to the great rain of his strength. He seals up the hand of every man, that all men may know his work. Then the beasts go into dens, and remain in their places. Out of the south comes the whirlwind, and cold out of the north. By the breath of God frost is given, and the breadth of the waters is straitened. Also by watering he wearies the thick cloud. He scatters his bright cloud, and it is turned round about by his counsels. that they may do whatsoever he commands them upon the face of the world and the earth. He causes it to come, whether for correction, or for his land, or for mercy. Hearken to this, O Job, stand still, and consider the wondrous works of God. Do you know when God disposed them, and caused the light of his cloud to shine? Do you know the balancings of the clouds, the wondrous works of him that is perfect in knowledge? How your garments are warm, when he quiets the earth by the south wind? Have you with him spread out the sky, that is strong, and as a molten looking glass? Teach us what we will say to him, for we cannot order our speech by reason of darkness. Will it be told him that I speak? If a man speak, surely he will be swallowed up. And now men see not the bright light that is in the clouds, but the wind passes and cleanses them. Fair weather comes out of the north. With God is terrible majesty. Touching the Almighty, we cannot find him out. He is excellent in power, and in judgment, and in plenty of justice. He will not afflict. Men do therefore fear him. He respects not any that are wise of heart.